La puerta abierta, cualquiera puede entrar. No olvides dejar la llave. Este silencio incómodo no lo aguanto más. ¿Por qué te cuesta tanto hablar? Cerra la puerta cuando salgas. No quiero más toxicidad. Cerra la puerta cuando salgas. No quiero más toxicidad. Si dejas la boca abierta, moscas atraerás. Caminarán entre tus dientes. Si te sudan las manos, deja de llorar.
Hello, and thank you for choosing the Roosta Show. This is Roosta Jones, the most for alternative rock and goth rock and punk rock and underground music. So here we are to support a young lady from Spain, Lux Mala, and we're going to find out about her. Yeah, give her a listen and pick her brain a little bit. So she should be coming up anytime soon. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hello, and I thank you. Hello, and thank you for choosing the Rooster Show. This is Rooster Jones, and today we have a special guest, Lux Mala, and she is from Spain, and she is an artist that does everything by herself. So, and she sounds really good. So I'm excited to have her a part of this. And since we do promote all kinds of underground music, goth rock, punk rock, industrial, so this is amazing. This is wonderful. It's actually been a long time in the making. So, okie dokie. She should be here. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I
Can you hear me?
I can hear a little bit. It needs to turn up a little bit.
There, you can hear me?
Oh yes, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, finally.
Finally, long time in the making. Welcome to the
Yes.
Rooster Show, Lux. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that you invited me.
Oh, no problem. No problem. That's what we do. I like to support the underground music scene, and so I'm grateful. So I've been listening to a lot of your stuff. Is really amazing. You're very talented. You got, gosh, man, how many instruments you play? Violins, sax, and all kinds of stuff.
Yes, I learned sax a little just this year, but violin I play since I am a teenager.
Yeah,
I just play other instruments because I like to learn.
yeah. Yeah, I'm a solo artist myself. So
Oh,
yeah, I play bass, guitar, drums, and keyboard and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't play sax, it's violin. That's like pretty impressive, very impressive. So
thank you.
did you have family that were musicians as well?
No, no, and my family, no one is a musician or no one is an artist at all.
Oh wow. Hmm. So you
Yeah.
just did it all by yourself, huh?
Yes, yes. I was very curious when I started to grow up in teenager when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I had the curiosity of learning instruments, and at the same time, I started to sing in a choir. And I was very shy, so I was always in the back. But I like music. I like music, but not exposition.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So tell wow, shoot. So tell me the name is Lux Mala your actual name or is that your stage name?
Yeah, no, maybe I change it in the future legally, but no, my name is Natalie Estrada, and my stage
Nice.
name now is Lux Mala. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. That's a nice name. Your real name is wonderful. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, you're very edgy. I like that. You just you don't set any boundaries. You just go out there and do what you do and make it artistic and wonderful. So that's one thing that's joyful about seeing your post and listening to your music. So I don't know if you noticed, but I put your music on Spotify. So I got all your stuff on my playlist too as well.
Yes.
It's a big playlist. I mean, you can listen
Yes.
to it
Thank
for
you.
like days. So without hearing the same song over and over again, it's wonderful.
That's amazing.
So what? Do you get to play many shows out there, or
Shows, live shows.
yeah, yeah,
I gonna have like my first officially first show in September in Barcelona.
okay,
But for the moment, I didn't have the show prepared because when I was making the music, I was not thinking in playing it live. I start to play and to add things and instruments here and there and a lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
layers of things. And now when people ask me to play live, it's like, oh, but how do I do this? Because I actually start this project alone because here I came to live into this place like
yeah.
3 years ago, and I couldn't find people to make music with me, like having the same taste. And I didn't want to change my taste just to make music with someone else.
Oh no,
So I didn't have people like that here, and that means that I will have to go in the show and play alone
yeah,
most of the time. And I don't have like money to hire musicians neither, so I
I
have to
get you.
find a way to play it alone.
Okay, I actually, it's so funny that say I actually done a few shows here by myself alone. Yeah, you gotta put them out certain level layers, like you said, but like when I would play, I would do have my keyboard, synth, drums and bass all recorded, and I do the
Yes,
vocals and the guitar live. See, like with you, you could probably do the same thing, similar, but you can have like the saxophone live and violin live and guitar live along with your vocals live, and then have simple the keyboard, bass, and drums recorded. And
yes.
yeah, it makes it actually pretty easy. I the show that I did, it's not that it wasn't that long ago. Well, far away from here, and the guy said I was better than the actual bands that were playing there,
Well,
full
that's good,
bands.
right?
Yeah,
That's
Uh,
better.
yeah. I'll send you a video clip of
Yes,
a
please.
couple songs from that show. It
Please,
was
please send me.
I will. I will. It was fun. It was awesome. So, do you have any other joy? Like, do you like other music besides this goth rock or dark wave goth? Do you like into punk and or any other type of music?
Sorry, I didn't understand you.
Do you like to write other music besides just goth rock?
Yes, I actually I started to work for another people
Yeah,
like 5 6 years ago. I start to have a little more confidence because always in me, well, I have a problem. I didn't have too much confidence in the things I was creating.
Okay.
That's why I was always like singing in bands. Of if someone listen my voice and they say, hey, you want to sing in this band, and I say, yes, I want to go and do that. It's like I couldn't find my identity for a long time. I just
Okay.
wanted to make music until I start to work for people in different platforms offering services. And fortunately, like I know to play so much things, and I can sing in another styles also,
Yeah,
because
that's good.
I like to sing other styles too, because it's different what the voice can do.
Yeah.
And like 5 years ago,
Variety, it makes it, versatility for your throat,
yeah,
for your vocals.
yes,
Versatility. Yep.
there are people that has like more register than others, and I enjoy to make music.
Yeah, I do
And
too.
I can do like different works for other people sometimes. I don't
Yeah.
have any problem for it. So I start with that like 5 years ago. Make I don't know, pop, rock, metal, jazz,
Ah,
classical, because I'm a opera singer. I was studying for
ooh,
like 5 years in a conservatory,
wow.
and
So you've
until I
actually had some training on singing and train. Did you have any train? I mean, vocals, you have training, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Lots of training.
I never wanted to do something without having the knowledge. I respect music a lot, and I respect everything that the old masters did for the music to ended up to be like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Because for me, 100 years ago until now, it's like the music starts to deform a little.
Yeah.
But I love classic music. I love everything that has to be with classic music or baroque or
Yeah.
romanticism. And I was studying
Hmm.
story too, so I'm always very into that nerd music stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's definitely a powerful tool to music is powerful tool to express how you feel and your mentality, and to share, your
Yes, yes.
share your experiences. So it's a language of its own.
Yes, it's a language, and the most funny thing is an international language. If I don't speak
Yeah.
Japanese, for example, I could play with the Japanese musician and just reading the music. And that to happen for me is
Yeah.
magic. It's magical.
It is. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so amazing. That's cool. Yeah, I get a great joy out of writing music too. So I understand that, and I see your passion behind it. It's wonderful. That's brilliant. So, um, do you have any full length albums out? Right? Do you have one full length album? Right? Was it a self titled?
What?
Didn't you have one full album out right
I
now?
have,
It's self titled.
yes, yes, Lux Mala, Lux Mala.
Okay.
Because I have a song called like that also.
Is that name have a meaning?
Yes, of course. I mean, Lux Mala, my name, come from myth in Argentina, because I'm from Argentina.
Okay.
And this myth says that there is a luz mala around in the forest. Luz mala means in English bad light.
Ah.
Um, this actually happened a few times before. It's like people go in the forest or in the countryside, and you can see a light from like in the nature, and there
Yeah.
is any source, electronic source or nothing. And that they say that that thing brings you bad luck, and they say like that is a spirit that is going around and can haunt you, and is always
Ah.
alone, and it's a light when it's alone, and it can be bad. It can be a bad spirit. But
Ah.
then I don't know, a few decades ago, was studies about it, and in the end, is some chemical process from bones, like bones from dead animals,
Yeah. Yeah.
and something chemically happened and released some kind of gas, and that is the light.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's the
Okay.
explanation. But imagine like 100, 200 years ago, it's like people were going there alone in the dark and they see
Yeah.
a light and it's like, no. Um, it could have been like someone, I don't know, leave jewelries or something very appreciated in life.
Yeah.
And so also it was a legend, so people don't go there and like try to find things or to rob things
Exactly.
from the
Yeah.
under the ground.
So that
So
that explains the post you did about you with the horns and being
yes,
in the forest and all that. I remember seeing that. I was like, "Oh, very
yes.
fancy."
Ah,
There was a
run if
place.
you find me.
There was a place in California that I used to live, and it was a mountain. You go up the mountain, and you turn
Mm.
off your lights, and there was a green mist, and it
Oh,
was the fog and all that.
yeah.
But it would do a bright green mist. It was
Oh,
weird. It was
scary.
weird. Yeah, it was scary.
This is
So
scary.
as a kid, you just get in your car, you're finally
Yes.
driving, and would take like a bunch of people in the car and go up there and turn off our lights and drive up the mountain in the dark.
Yes.
And we used the green mist to help us guide us. It was weird.
Wow.
It was crazy. So
But
yeah,
that thing still happening there?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a long time. I live in Idaho,
Oh.
which is a couple states away from California.
Ah, okay, okay.
Oh yeah, I lived there when I was like younger. Well, actually, I lived up there till I became an adult, 21, and I moved here to Idaho. But
Mm.
yeah, got married. Been married 25 years.
Ah, okay.
Same woman. So yeah.
Nice.
So tell me, what's your inspiration for writing your music?
My inspiration can come from feelings I have, another ones from ideologies I have, other ones are legends that I like to talk about. Otherwise, I like to write if about a book, for example. I have a song that I write from a book because I read
Okay.
a book and I liked it.
Tell me
So
about one that about your feelings. Tell me about a track that you had that you write about your feelings.
well, I'm a very introvert person, and
Yeah.
I'm always analyzing things. I'm always like to observe
Okay.
things. I like to also experience new things almost always.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
anything that is new is very exciting for me. And also, I like to take that experience and make some kind of music with it.
Okay.
Can be sometimes can be very good, sometimes can be very bad. Um, and sometimes I
I
realize that
got
with
you.
music, yeah, I realize with music sometimes I have the power to say things
Yeah.
without people getting mad at me if I say it in a normal conversation. If
Yeah.
I say it in a song, it's like they can say nothing to it because it's just art.
Yeah. It is.
And
That's
Elvis
awesome.
used to say that if you can't say it, make a song for it.
Okay. So, what's something controversial that you couldn't say? Like, give me an example. Like, one of your songs. Tell me about one of
Oh,
your songs
I
that you say something that you shouldn't say because you can say whatever you want here.
I have a song that I really like a lot. That is "Whore,"
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
and I'm
remember very
singing.
detailed picture of that when that post.
Yes, 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 yes. All and of course, there's a picture of mine. I never worked with AI things or nothing. All my covers, I made it by my own, and some of them
Good.
they are very personal, and I like
Gotcha.
it to be like that.
Yeah.
And whore, for example, I'm saying a few times, I'm a whore, but I'm not yours, and it's a kind of I'm going against machism for
Yeah.
a like in a side for if you want to listen it like that, like literally. but also I wrote that song because for all the music industry, it's like everyone wants you to be their horse, the whore to
Yeah,
work
yeah.
for them and do like or make this mainstream music for them. And
They want you
sometimes
to be their bitch, is what it is.
yeah, yes, what they want. Or I always have these thoughts always very contradictory.
Yeah,
Like I have to make, I like to make music, but I have to make music to sell, or I have to make the music that I like. What I want to do with my knowledge, with my feelings, and to put all of that in the table and say, okay, I have to take I have to take one of the ways. You can do both.
yeah,
So for example, that song gives me the power to say, okay, I can be a bitch, but I'm gonna be my own bitch,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
can do whatever
Exactly.
I want. I don't gonna sell my soul for you or for you or for sell this or sell that. So, for example,
That's good. That's awesome. So, tell me about your process of writing music. How do you go about that? How do you they have a certain process that you do?
well, depends. Everything is very unique. I'm
It
I
is.
I started to write music very recently. If you see, it's like that first album is from the 2022, and I started to write in 2021. Um, I have to deal with a lot of feelings and ideas I had in my head. I was always self-sabotaging. Is okay to say that?
Yeah, yeah,
Like I sabotage everything I did, everything I was thinking. I thought it was garbage. I think it was very wrong. Until I decided, okay, no, I have to stop with all of this. I have to put, I have to do what I want to do. And if someone like it, it's okay. And if someone doesn't like it, it's okay too. I just
yeah,
need to express. I get to a point that I really need to express myself, not just playing music for playing.
yeah. You got to get
But
out what's on. It's like trying to get what's on your chest off your
yes, yes,
chest.
I get in that point. Before,
Yeah,
probably I was not in that mood, but now I really feel like I need to do something with that. And I don't know, I just start to play around with VSTs. I get a MIDI controller for first time in 2021.
huh,
I start to realize how the MIDI works, because I always record instruments all the time. And I started to know a little of this world with VSTs and plugins, like in that year.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
was like just playing around, and probably I was like mumbling melodies with my mouth, because the thing that was always harder for me was to write lyrics. With the
ah,
music, sometimes I can go with the flow. I find a sound, or I find a chord progression that I like, and I start to like
yeah.
develop, and I could do that very easy or natural. But to write songs always was the hardest part.
Is it
Um,
still a little bit hard for you?
yes, yes, for me it's always hard to write, because I'm not a person with uh, I'm not a person of many words,
Well, if
if
you
that
ever
has
need any
any
help, I'm here.
sense.
I can help you out with that if you ever have any questions.
Oh, really?
I
That's
keep
nice.
it I'll keep it private between us.
Okay,
But
okay.
it's just yeah, if you ever do need any help, trying to put some words together, just let me know. I
Oh,
feel
that's
I'm
awesome.
pretty decent on writing lyrics, so I
Oh,
think I'm
that's
pretty darn
amazing.
pretty good on that. I
I
got
will
like
keep
at least 80 tracks or so that I wrote, and yeah,
Yeah, thank you. I will keep that in mind,
yeah,
because it's always hard, but I know I have to push myself, and that is what I start to do when I start to make this kind of music,
yeah,
because I'm always was safe in my comfort zone, and I was always thinking I don't want to expose my feelings or my way of thinking, because I don't want that people think like this or like that, until I break all of that things and I
yeah,
start to write. But if you listen my songs, they are very minimalistic. The lyrics are very easy to understand, and probably before I was a little afraid of that, of being simplistic.
Yeah.
And now I'm actually proud of it because um, I like to write and everyone's understand
Yeah.
what I want to say. So probably if I
You
have to
want
start,
you want to write stuff that people relate with, is what you're saying,
yes,
right?
yes, because I know there are people that can relate uh, with the things that happened to
Yeah.
me, or my way of thinking. And actually the music helped me to connect with these people that is not like the common people
Yeah.
that is around listening
Mhm.
another kind of things more popular.
Yeah.
And actually it's working. Actually is for the first time in my life I'm connecting with people that I think and I feel they are real. I'm connecting with artists, independent artists making things very similar as me, and I'm
Yeah.
finding friends online. And just now I realize I have a lot of friends online,
Yeah.
and I feel very comfortable with them
Yeah.
more than the people is like around me here. It's
I
just
actually
crazy.
understand that very much. I get along with I have almost no friends in town here because it's a little hillbilly town, you know, and
Yeah,
you know, I don't relate with anybody in this town. Like I get decked out and I have my hair up in a mohawk and all that,
yeah.
and I have people coming up to me, oh look, it's a punk rocker. Like,
What year is this?
yeah. I mean, I had someone like touch my hair and like, can we take a picture with you? And it's like, what the
Damn.
hell? Just a man, you know. But you know what? I've always believed, stay true to who you are, you
Yes,
know,
yes, yes,
and don't let anybody waver. Like, you know, but one of my favorite bands is The Cure. I love The Cure, you know,
yes.
and I've been a fan of them since 1979, and I was born in '72. So I still listen to them today. I listened to them yesterday, in fact, and I have people always come up to, oh, I used to listen to punk rock or I used to listen to goth, you know. I'm like, why? Why did you used to? So you weren't real, you
Yeah,
know.
like
You got to
yeah,
be
yeah,
real. Stay true to who you are. So I'm not gonna let it die. I'm gonna stay true
of
and live
course.
for the underground people, you know, and underground music, and that's what I do this show for.
Yeah,
But
it's amazing what you
bring
do.
unity.
I found a very good artist around your show.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, and it's very nice what you are doing for all of us, all the independent artists, all the people that is like in their own caves, in their
yeah.
own home studios, just making music, and someone
No
say,
doubt.
"Hey, you want to do an interview?" It's
Yeah.
just amazing. And this one is the first interview actually I have in English because I never had an interview in English.
Yeah, that's awesome. And your English is very well. Did you learn that since you were a child? How to
Thank
speak
you.
English?
No,
No,
no, my
you
family doesn't speak any English. They don't understand nothing.
they don't
No
understand.
one, no one speak English in Argentina. Just people that go to a special academy to study.
Yeah,
All the other ones doesn't speak any English. But
nice.
I have to learn by force. When
Yeah.
I moved to Sweden in 2020.
Ooh, how was that?
Oof, it's a long story. That
Oh.
one. It's a long story. But I ended up there without speaking English. So that
Wow.
was very tough. Very
Damn.
tough.
Now, damn. Well, that's cool.
But
That,
I
but
push myself. I mean, I leave my comfort zone behind.
yeah.
And when I want to communicate with people, I was translating in my Google Translator and answering a little. Probably I have a little facilities because I'm always listen. I listen music since I have like 13 years old. I start to choose what I like to listen, and
Mm-hmm.
was like the time that MTV explode. And like that, I could go and choose. Okay, I like to listen this band, and all these bands were in English, and I want to know. Okay, what are you saying? And
Yeah.
in that time, it wasn't internet. I didn't have access to a computer even. So in the high school, they make us buy the English dictionary,
Yeah.
and I spent nights translating by hand the
Ah.
lyrics, translating, and actually
Wow.
that helped me a lot to understand while I read
Yeah. Very
little by little.
impressive. That's cool. Very impressive. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. But
If
like that, I start to have a close. I start to feel like more close to the language, and of course, I wanted to learn, but the education there for these kind of things was expensive,
yeah.
and I don't know. In the end, I always ended up helping to my schoolmates
Yeah.
because they didn't understand a word in English. The teachers were not good, and they say, "Nat, what it says here? Can you help me?" Or there when we were having the test and everything, it's like
Yeah.
I was like helping to everyone because I understood,
Yeah.
because just because I like this kind of music, I like international music
Yeah.
more than Argentinian music, and that helped me a lot to learn.
It seems, well, I mean, not trying to pat English on the back, but it seems like it's easier to be more poetic with English. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yes,
it's to have the words flow easier. You know what I mean?
I think
It,
so. I think so. It's
yeah,
easier to rhyme.
yeah, easier to rhyme. That's what I'm getting at. Yes, exactly. So that's awesome. So, do you have another album in the works?
Yes, yes, I'm working on it. I'm working very hard.
I don't see you working right now. You're not working very
I
hard. You're just chilling, man.
No, no. I just make a little stop just to talk to you because I really wanted to.
I did too. I did
But
too.
it is.
Well, it's so hard with the time difference stuff, you know. I mean, like last night, I had to talk to somebody in Australia, and
Oh,
it was so funny. It was Wednesday for them already. It was
yeah, they
Tuesday
are ahead.
for me. It's like
Yeah, they are ahead. It's
he,
crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
he got a hold of me on Monday, going, "Okay, I'm ready." I'm like, "Ready for what?" Oh, I'm like, I forgot
Yeah.
they were a day ahead. So, anyways, it's confusing sometimes, but I'm glad we're here. This is wonderful. So, so do you have something special set for Barcelona?
Yes, and I actually am very happy because I gonna have at least two musicians, I think, that gonna play with me.
Oh, awesome! That's
So I'm
so
very, very
helpful.
happy.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I have the friend which one I was like organizing all these events.
Yeah.
He's a bass player. His name is Vil Tenebrae,
Hi,
and
nice
he's
to meet
gonna
you.
yeah, and he is a bassist. He's a very good bassist, and he gonna play with me. He offered himself, so I'm very happy for that. And then
Yeah.
in the other hand, I have a friend, a guitarist. He called himself Hosman, and also he's a very good photographer and filmmaker. And he came here to my house and filmed a video, and he's in the process of editing the video for When I'm Lonely.
Okay.
So things are going very well right
That
now.
oh, awesome. Good for you. So, do you want to say anything to the fans that you have right now?
To my fans,
Yeah,
nah,
say
I
something to
don't
your
think I
fans.
have fans, but for the people that like my music, I don't know. Thank you very much for always being there, because everything I do, I realize like it's going to a place, and it's everything thanks for them.
Yeah.
Thanks to the friends that are helping me. I have already a lot of friends collaborating with me. I'm collaborating with them. There are a lot of artists that I would love to name, but I don't know if we're gonna have time. But they are
Seven.
doing
I know Seven
remixes.
Federations did a mix for you.
Yes, in Federation,
Yeah,
he
I
was
did an
the
interview with him a
first.
long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was an audio though. It wasn't a video like
Ah,
this.
Uh-huh. Well, Todd was amazing. Was very friendly,
Yeah, he
and
is.
was amazing to what he did with the song. I when For me it's just so magical. I just give like my voice of a few instruments to an artist, and they give me back my song, but in their style.
Yeah,
I can't explain how good that thing feels, and to
yeah,
have that kindness, and that the feeling that someone is doing this because they like what I'm doing, not for any other
yep,
reason, not because they want something else from me. That things happening to me a lot before. So when I see this kind of kindness in people,
yeah,
for me makes me believe that I don't have to lose the hope in humanity. There are people that still is nice, like you, also giving all this space for every artist.
yep,
Um, just that I would like to say that it's very important to choose what you want to listen, because nowadays, like, it's very easy to choose what my friend or what my anyone is listening. And it's very good to support independent artists because you know that they are doing
yep.
something for real.
From the
They are
heart,
not,
yeah.
yeah. So
Remember something when you're on that stage in Barcelona, that all those people that are there watching you are just like you.
yes, 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 I believe that.
So that when you're singing, know that that you're gonna they're gonna be reached. Your music's gonna touch them. Because there's people that relate with what
Yeah,
you sing about. So
exactly.
and they need to hear that. If you don't play it, they're not gonna get touched. So s- play with your heart and sing with your heart, and let them feel what you feel. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. Yes, yes. Yes,
Oh,
it's I think it's the way to make music right now. I will not I can imagine myself doing anything else.
that's good. That's awesome. That's so cool. So how long till do you think that new album will be out?
Ooh, I don't know very
How
well.
many tracks you got done?
For now, I have like 8 songs,
Oh, well, you get
but
close.
counting the singles I already released.
Okay.
But I want to do a few more like very new songs,
Yeah.
and I'm actually working. I worked in a song that is still unreleased. It's gonna give the name to the album. The song is called Catacumba, and I have a very talented director from Barcelona. He's living in Barcelona, but he's from Uruguay, and he is also making a video
Mm.
himself. He's just using the music, so it's gonna be like a story. Like
Oh,
he's
awesome.
gonna be relating, and he's also preparing a video for this new song that's gonna give the album the name.
Wonderful. So where
So
can people find all your music at?
what?
Where can people find your music at? Like
Where?
I found it on
Mm.
iTunes. You have it on Spotify. Where else could people find your music at?
Ah, okay, yes, Spotify, YouTube, and Deezer. I think in almost every platform, because
You're on Bandcamp too?
Bandcamp, of course, also.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
of course. Okay.
yes, yes, yes. And actually,
Wonderful.
I think actually right now I don't have my music in Apple or iTunes. That's
Okay,
the only
maybe
ones I don't using.
maybe that I'm thinking differently. Okay. My apologies. But yeah,
No,
I
but
had Spotify in my head when I was thinking of it. So
or probably you found me before, but I just take all my music from there.
oh yeah, yep. Okay. Well, wonderful, man. I really do appreciate your time, Lux. It's been wonderful. Our time is running out. But
Okay.
I do thank you so much, and I'm really happy that this finally happened. I'm looking forward
Yes.
to your future projects and some more videos. And you're so damn talented. So keep it going, keep the music real, and don't ever waver. They say punk's not dead. Well, goth's not dead either. So
No,
keep it
no, he's not.
alive, keep the music flowing, and keep being real. Okay.
And keep it real. Yes, that's the most important.
Thank you so much for
You
this
too.
time.
Thank
Really,
you for inviting me and for your time.
you're welcome. Welcome. And folks, thank you for joining us. And this is the Rooster Show. And we had Lux Mala. And thank you very much. Bless you and bless your family. And we will talk again soon. When you get your new album, let's meet up again and
Okay.
we'll do a little promo for it. And you can talk about all the tracks on it. And
Awesome.
you can describe what every track means, you know, to you and this and that. And we'll just move on from there. See you
Okay.
next time,
Okay.
okay?
Awesome. Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you very
Goodbye.
much.
Bye.
Bye bye.